So if you couldn't tell, I'm in Beverly Hills to visit Frieze LA, and I will say straight off the bat, I really miss when Frieze was at Paramount Studios. It just made the whole fair feel more exciting and special and really specific to LA, and now it's kind of just your standard white tent that could really be anywhere. But there were some really interesting pieces and booths from the fair, starting with Jack Shainman. I was really excited to see these works by Nina Chanel Abney, and then a couple works by Nick Cave. I saw his exhibit at the Momentary, and it was amazing. I will try to leave it linked above and below. This is a work here, the one with the American flag by Hank Willis Thomas. I also weirdly saw his show at the Crystal Bridges Museum in Arkansas. And next to it is a work by Radcliffe Bailey, an Atlanta artist. And then here we have a work by Geoffrey Chadsey, who I was excited to see. I haven't seen work by him in a while. As you can see, the fair was really busy every single day that I went, so that's why I had kind of a short video. It was really tough to sort of get great up-close clips of everything, but this is Almine and Rech's booth, who brought a really lovely assortment of artists. And this is a work by Daniel Gibson, and to the left we have a work by Brian Calvin. Inside the booth, we've got a work here by Marcus Jahmal, who just had a solo show with them. Here's a work by Vaughn Spann. I love these little cuties by Javier Calleja. So cute. And they had this work by Chloe Wise kind of hiding out in the back. I love her portraits. This is Chris Burden's installation titled Dreamer's Folly, courtesy of Gagosian, and it's meant to look like an English garden and to be a bit of a refuge for the fairgoers, which it clearly was. I love this Reggie Burrows Hodges that's at the center of Karma's booth. I also love the placement of this Woody Day Othello sculpture. He actually did a really large sculpture that sits at the entryway of Frieze. I also really love this painting, the large scale one here. I think this is a Peter Bradley work. Let me know down below if it's not. Chateau is an LA-based gallery, and I love these works by Jonny Negron. They also have this really nice painting here to the right by Emma McIntyre. This is a fantastic Andre Butzer on the outside of Galerie Max Hetzler's booth. Hauser and Wirth had a really interesting booth dedicated to a solo female French artist. Destin Galerie is a Tehran-based gallery that always has a very interesting booth no matter what fair, and they brought these really great works by Yusha Bashir and Hoda Kashiha. This is a London-based gallery, Emmeline Gallery, and these are multimedia sculptures by Özgür Kar. This is the inside of Eva Pressenhuber Gallery's booth, featuring this work front and center by Tschabalala self, with works by Wyatt Kahn lining the walls. Outside of the booth, we have this sculpture by Matthew Angelo Harrison and works by Amy Feldman on the walls. James Cohen Gallery brought their A team of artists. There's this huge Grace Weaver, which is great. Beautiful large Fiorelli bias work. And then a little further on from that, you have a classic work by Trenton Doyle Hancock, and this work is a nod to Philip Guston's famous Clan series. This is a piece by Leonardo Drew outside of Galerie Lelong's booth. I love his work, and Serena Williams does as well. She is a collector of his. This is Massimo De Carlo's booth. They're a London-based gallery that I love visiting, and these are works by Brian Rochford, who's an LA-based artist. It's so nice to see these works by Izzy Wood. I have not seen her work in quite some time, and this is a London-based gallery, Carlos Ishikawa. This is probably my favorite work. It's so cute. This is a work by Anna Park at Bloom and Poe's booth. She's such a fantastic young emerging female artist. She's got such a great future ahead of her, and it's partnered by this Eddie Martinez work, or neighbored, I should say. Lehman Maupin Gallery brought some new works by Eliza Lau, who makes the most incredible beaded works. She's really famous for her work called The Kitchen. That is a life-size kitchen made entirely of beads that the Whitney Museum acquired. This is a work by Laurie Pittman. And on the outside of the booth, they have this work by Mandy El Sahai. And that is all I have from Frieze LA. This was a very short and sweet video, so feel free to check out my longer videos where I visited galleries all over LA, but that's going to be it from Frieze. And if you haven't subscribed, feel free to subscribe and like and comment if you enjoyed this video, and I will see you all in my next one.